Hey all, thought I'd do a quick video impromptu on this issue I'm having with this NAPA replacement for my F-Series 2003 F-150 pickup truck's trailer wiring hitch, which has seen its fair share of getting backed into snowbanks. So it says there's a no cut, no splice drop-in, but ran into a couple issues. Now this was the factory wiring harness and hitch that came with the truck. It's, been around 20 years almost now. This replacement one from NAPA came with some drop-in bolts and things like that. And this might be different on your truck, but with mine, the original one was held in with this half-inch bolt. Not too hard to deal with. I just sort of chowdered a 7/16 hole through this new bracket instead of where it's meant to connect through. And pop this through, and there's a drilled and tapped hole up underneath on the frame member that this screws into. Shouldn't be too hard. This original bracket, you can see there, wrapped around the frame member and brought this a bit further forward, but I'm losing 3 inches or so of distance out front. May make it easier to keep intact. The problem I'm running into now that the rest of you will probably see if yours is the same as mine is here's the original 7-way trailer bushing, and this slots into, try to do this one-handed in the dark, this slots into this fella here, and you can see that there's this bore here through which a tab pokes out, and you'd think it would be this tab here, and on the replacement this tab here, but you can see it doesn't go all the way through. Now on the original one, the same is true, and it had this pair of parts here holding it together, where, there's a tripod, this tab hooks over the end there. A little bit difficult to see because it's black on black, but if you can get that, and that's more or less translates the pulling of that tab out to the back of this guy here. So when this was all together, this tab poked out like that, and then this fella, this retaining clip, fit underneath that tab and locked it into place. And these two wings that pushed it up, pushing the back of this tab down against this one here, and then this clip here in the center clicked in underneath there. Now I had to go at this with a screwdriver to take it all apart. It was pretty gummed up, and quite frankly, I don't trust this holding itself together while pulling a trailer. Now that this has been pulled out and had some stresses on it, I think one bump and it's going to pop free. I've put this in and out a couple of times to test fit it, and it does hold in place, but I can just grab it, pop it apart pretty easily, so I wouldn't trust that for a long distance. So if you get one of these from NAPA, it says no cut and splice, but probably what I'm going to do is cut these wires, strip them, splice them here, just checking the positional versus that. The color pattern is different. There's no standard for all manufacturers, but it comes with a handy little pin out here anyway. Shouldn't be too hard to do. So just with some butt connectors, some waterproofing silicone, I think it'll be okay. I think for the time being, because I have to use this the next day, I'm just going to jam it in there, wrap it in duct tape, and hope for the best because I'm towing a trailer for a couple hours. But if you do get one of these and think it's going to be drop-in, it's definitely a little bit more work than that. The only other weird thing is that this comes with your standard 4-pin and the 7-pin big trailer hitch. And the factory harness has the 4-pin separately, so I guess you get 2 4-pins for free. Oh, this one is seeing better days. So yeah, pretty quick. Hope that helps anyone who's in the same trouble as I am.